I think she shared me like a verse, or someone else shared a verse about the struggle of a mother is hardship upon hardship.
Yes.
That is in the Qur'an. Allah talks about motherhood in the Qur'an.
Yes.
So that's like clicked to me. Oh, I think this is like a sign. So I always thought by 40 lah baru berubah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, dear sisters and brother. Welcome back to podcast Borak buku IMAN, and with us today, Emira, our debut author. Okay, so first, let me introduce you guys. Siapakah Emira ini? So Emira, a UK trained medical doctor and GP based in Newcastle. Okay, alongside her clinical work, she also a daughter, wife, a mother, and she leads Qur'an Gathering, an online sisterhood focused on Quranic reflection and healing. She currently pursuing her Quran Ijazah with Ulum Al-Azhar and continue to study human health, psychology and behavior through both Islamic and scientific lenses. Her approach to healing is deeply holistic, grounded in both medicine and the spiritual wisdom of the Quran and Sunnah. So, Ramadan Mubarak, sister.
Ramadan Mubarak.
Yeah, because kita akan release this on Ramadan. So, Ramadan Mubarak, everyone. How are you feeling today, Emira?
Alhamdulillah, it's really good and very excited to be here. And then I've been busy with all the book promotion. So met with all the team because all this while I've been meeting them over the screen.
Yeah.
So it's good to finally meet with everybody.
Yeah.
And, thank everyone.
Yes,
so I'm so grateful with all the hard work that everyone put into my humble work.
Masya Allah.
Alhamdulillah. So really, really happy.
Yeah. Like you said just now, banyak jumpa dengan team via online, right? Probably our listeners tak tahu, Emira actually, are you not from Malaysia? Are you a Malaysian? Macam tu. Kenalkan sikit, family.
So, my name is Emira. I am lahir and dibesarkan di Malaysia, Seremban.
Okay.
And then I went to boarding school, and after that, Alhamdulillah, I secured myself a scholarship and then went abroad to do medicine. And Alhamdulillah, after that, my rezeki memang untuk dapat training kat sana, and then training lead to another training. Lepas tu got married, and then we stayed there for work. Yeah, so that's my journey.
Oh,
yeah.
So you've been abroad for quite a long time, I guess?
Yeah, since 2009. So it's about 16 years.
16 years.
Yeah.
Masya Allah. And ni balik Malaysia for good ke? Ataupun just for the book promotion? Or for Ramadan?
So the aim is nak balik for good. Tapi for now, for this trip is to book promote, nak sambut puasa. Because we haven't been back for 3 years.
Okay.
So macam seronok lah nak dapat jumpa family balik and teach the kids to see all the Malaysian culture. So I think it's very important. So they'll be balik longer this time. Normally 2 weeks je max. So ni sign we'll be here for 1 month.
1 month. Alhamdulillah. Like you said just now, you've been dekat sana for 16 years, and then dah lama tak balik Malaysia for 3 years, and now balik untuk sebulan kan. If you could recall, how does it feel waktu pertama kali you sambut your Ramadan dekat sana?
It's very lonely because it's very different. Sebab Ramadan kat Malaysia ni memang satu benda yang Malaysian semua kena bersyukur adalah the vibe.
Okay.
Memang bazaar, ada family, tarawih is like, it's almost like a celebration at night.
Yes.
Kat sana sunyi sepi. So when I first came, I was only like 20 something. Kena initiate my own me and my friends can initiate our own Ramadan vibe lah. Kena buat tarawih sesama, buka puasa sesama. But most of the time it's just lonely. And also sometimes when we were younger, kita had class, exams.
Yes.
So when we were working juga, kadang-kadang semua orang pergi tempat lain-lain for their macam housemanship lah. We call it foundation. So memang sangat-sangat lonely. So most times kita akan try to balik Malaysia. Or try to live up create that environment dekat UK.
I see. I think tu benda yang kalau kita kat Malaysia yang probably tak pernah experience duduk kat luar sana, tak akan rasa that difference kan, until you duduk kat sana. And kita pun, apa orang cakap tu, take it for granted duduk kat Malaysia, rasa the spirit of Ramadan itself compared to people yang duduk kat sana. And Aemeyra been through that for like pada fasa awal tu quite hard lah, right, for you. And how long does it take for you untuk you macam feel okay ke macam sampai sekarang pun tak rasa macam it's different?
I think personally for me, since I got married and then the best Ramadan I had was last year.
Masya Allah.
We finally key it. Like we got the routine, we created, we found the community, we found the things that we should do. It's also satu benda lagi pasal puasa kat luar negara ni is your time always change. So bila puasa 2-3 tahun lepas, puasa was for about 16 hours.
Okay.
Like, or maybe more than that. So pukul 2 pagi dah sahur, pukul 9 malam baru nak buka.
Cannot imagine if you in Malaysia.
So nak buka puasa ramai-ramai, nak pergi tarawih semua memang susah because you have work, you have children. But Alhamdulillah last year, because the time is keep moving forward kan. So last year macam timing tu macam just nice lah. For macam almost like Malaysia. Nearly 12 hours macam tu. Lepas tu senang sikit lah bila tarawih tu falls around 8 o'clock, habis pukul 9 lebih. So time tu more conducive untuk nak buat that sunnah ibadah untuk Ramadan. Tu something that we try to adjust. I think it got easier last year because number one, timing, and then we also found the routine. So Alhamdulillah.
Even after like 14 years, baru you find not perfect lah, I mean like the right routine for you, right? So for those seekers out there, kalau Aemeyra pun cari for 15 years, what makes you think kita punya setahun 2 tahun tu will be enough, right? Because it's a constant learning in searching for apa yang kita nak dapat redha Allah tu lah. Macam tu kan. Alright. Okay, like your new book launching, it's about reflection on tadabbur, right? So this kebelakangan ni kita dah start preparing ourselves for Ramadan. Even before Ramadan enters, banyak program-program buat Ramadan di date, right? And tadabbur ni something yang kalau kat Malaysia ni it's orang kata emerging lah. Start people ada banyak kelas tadabbur, ada banyak orang buat pasal tadabbur, cerita pasal tadabbur and whatnot. But for Aemeyra sendiri, can you share with us what is tadabbur actually is?
Okay, for me, my own, macam for what I understand, sebab nak bagi definition tu, dia ada Arabic meaning kan. So, tak nak cakap benda yang salah.
So,
for me, it's like, tadabbur tu, what I remember is like, because I'm medical in background, so I like to find similarity to science, body. So, tadabbur come from the word dubur. So that means the far end. So that means you take in the words, you process it, you digest it, you take in the nutrients until the end. And so it means you process. So contoh satu ayat you ambil, you baca the meaning, you pecah-pecahkan, you try to faham from different perspective, macam sirah, hadith, and also apa mufasir cakap, explain pasal verse tu. Then you process and relate dengan life experience you. And then in the end you get to like, so this is how this verse apply to me. So that is my journey, my own personal definition lah. How when people ask me like, maksudnya tadabbur, that's like you process tu, how is it applicable or benefit you? Also at the same time macam refer to teachers tu lagi best sebab dia akan bagi juga more explanation. So that's how I see tadabbur.
Yeah. Because for some out there probably macam confused between tadabbur, doing tafsir, stuff like that, right? So setting the tadabbur ni, it's like kalau for me myself, it's like a reflection of you reading the Quranic verses, right? Then macam mana benda tu relate with ourselves lah.
Exactly.
So delve in with tadabbur. Before you start doing tadabbur session with the sister and with yourself, how's life before tadabbur?
Before tadabbur, nothing. So I was just busy working. So I actually been working in training up until 2021 until COVID, and then I got pregnant. My baby was born in January that year, 2022, and then kat UK, maternity leave is for 1 year.
Wow. I We wish it would
Alhamdulillah.
sama macam kat sini juga.
Yeah, so Alhamdulillah. But with that free time, I banyak contemplate dengan life tau. Macam, I suka banyak baca buku pasal self-help, self-development. Sebab I memang suka, I ni macam hyper-productive person. I always want to become better person. But at that time, prior to having my second baby, I macam dah lead to success lah kira. Dah tackle everything.
Okay.
But then, having my second baby, I rasa macam lost. Macam how come having a baby, I had a pair, boy and a girl. So macam how come life is complete, but you feel lost. So I recall balik all the books that I've read. Rasa macam apa yang diorang cakap selama ni macam tak membaiki pun, tak tolong pun kan. And so before that, I was just busy reading, journaling. I masih suka benda macam tu. Tapi tu more like self-improvement. But in the end, tu lah. Bila I baca I bought another book. I think it was like TikTok recommendation kot pasal macam self-help jugalah. I rasa macam ada lopong dalam message tu. Macam, why? Okay, I dah reach success. So, kenapa I nak kena stay motivated? Kenapa I nak still hard work? And kenapa nak kena kerja-kerja apa lagi? And I'm tired also because having 2 babies at the time, and I was quite alone juga because my husband was working. Rasa macam I cannot cope. Macam, what's the whole point of having success? But in the end, this is how you feel. And that's when my friend somehow time tu tengah active share pasal that Ramadan lah that year. Active share pasal Qur'an classes, tadabbur, reflection on Qur'an dan macam, and they seem so happy. And I rasa macam okay lah, I nak try lah, even though I doubted. Sebab selalunya I selalu tinggalkan macam agama-agama tu macam last for me. To me macam that's a bit like no, not something that I wasn't practicing at the time. So finally macam okay lah, I open, I'm free kan, cuti setahun tak tahu nak buat apa. So that's when I started. That's when also I discovered the translation, the clear Qur'an translation. I read it, just glance through, macam baca buku self-help daripada awal sampai habis. And I found so many things that all the books didn't explain fully before. Kenapa kita kena hard work? Kenapa kita kena baik dengan orang? Kenapa kita I'm becoming a mother? Kenapa success is important tapi still kena humble? So macam I found all this like what do you call it? Like existential crisis, existential questions. So macam it's in this book rupanya. So then that's switch from just reading to journaling. It switched to okay, I'm going to journal, I'm going to study this book as if I'm studying my self-help books before.
So at that point of time, memang waktu tu reading from orang kata muka ke muka tu, tak ada teachers lagi lah waktu tu.
It's just sisters. So there was like online sisterhood yang I sign up to. Diorang memang Ramadan diorang is like diorang do like tadarus, read the Quran together, and then at the end of the session they were like, okay, anyone has a reflection, and some of the sisters were like, oh, I tengah fikir ayat ni, and I relate it to like helping my mother in the kitchen. Lepas tu ada lagi macam boleh macam tu. So macam that's very practical. I never see Quran that way because I thought Quran ni macam list of to do and what not to do, hellfire, jannah, that's all. Semayang, zakat. So macam I never see practicality. I never thought there was that kind of practicality. So macam, and I rasa maybe orang yang belajar agama kat Egypt ke baru faham. So macam rupanya there is a message for everyone.
And also that reflection shows that because Quran ni adalah panduan kita kan. So kita sentiasa rasa panduan tu apa yang kita faham dengan panduan is a manual book yang you have to do this, you have to do that. Sedangkan it's more than that. It's deeper than that. Quran is deeper than that.
Exactly.
And caught my attention just now bila you cerita that you've gained your success, you have a family, a career, like you're at the peak of your life. But you still feel those loneliness because bila Aemeyra cerita, the timeline seems like you did the journaling, you did read the books, but there's never. But at that point of time, Quran, it's not something that you hold to. Right? So, could you share with us, when did you feel the deeper connection beyond just recitation? Because kalau kita tengok timeline tadi, memang Emira cerita dekat ke waktu perasaan-perasaan tu wujud bila cuti yang lama tu kan. Is that at that time or before than that ke, atau what is the grand gesture of you started to feel that way?
I think before that, I think my goal in Ramadan is nak khatam je. So it's mainly recitation.
Yeah.
That's all I knew. Actually, I never really. I had like this pocket book of like Qur'an, tapi dalam bahasa Melayu. And because dia baca bahasa Melayu lama kan, saya macam I bit off nak baca.
Okay.
Lepas tu, tapi mainly my goal with Qur'an is mainly recitation. And that year when I was on maternity leave, I was also breastfeeding. So I saw like my milk drop. So my friend said, actually, and I rasa frustrated sebab that means macam I feel kenapa Allah punish me like this. Like I really want to fully immerse in Ramadan and I want to read the Quran, but I have a 4 months old at the time. I recall it. I tak boleh nak. I have to busy with her. I tak boleh sit down and read the Quran. I tak boleh puasa macam tu kan. So macam you beat yourself for not being able to. And then that's when a friend shared me like, you know what, like being a mother is ibadah.
Yes.
That's like click to me macam, how did you know that? Like where's the evidence? Mana ada orang cakap macam tu? And then I think she shared me like a verse, or someone else shared a verse about the struggle of a mother is hardship upon hardship.
Yes.
That is in the Quran. Allah talks about motherhood in the Quran.
Yes.
So that's like click to me. Oh, I think this is like a sign. So I always thought by 40 lah baru berubah. By 40 lah macam
sebab bulu kan memang perubahan.
I don't know, for some reason I think 40 is the magic number. 40 lah baru berubah. But then I think I know I'm still at early 30s, but I think this is the nudge to start going there. Tak apalah, awal sikit from my initial plan. Maybe this is a sign because you're so unhappy, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that is the answer.
Yes.
So that was Ramadan, and then I think the following Ramadan too, I macam fully commit. The following Ramadan too, I fully commit. So it took like 1 year lah. Like okay, the last Ramadan I was busy breastfeeding. This year dah boleh manage. So that year I take away all turn away all jobs. At time tu sebab I buat locum as a doctor. I don't take any job. This is the first time I ever done it this way. Completely ibadah only.
Masya Allah.
That is, okay, do all the Ramadan good. Macam try to find hasanah in Ramadan lah. No dunia. So the first time ever, and that's when I really like, wow, macam fully getting the sweetness of Ramadan too.
When is that?
That was Ramadan 1444, if I'm not mistaken.
1444. Okay, guys, please search it for us. Leave the comment down below.
Mistaken lah. Yeah.
MashaAllah. And it's also made me remind about, I'm not sure whether this is a hadith or verse. Recently, I think in the gathering that both of us attend to, yang dia cakap tunaikan hak kepada badan kita, kepada kita punya spouse, kepada anak-anak, right? So at that moment of time, probably you rasa, I think this is all for all mothers out there yang struggles juga, merasakan bahawa Ramadan tu kita tak boleh perform our best because kita ada anak ni. Nak kena susukan anak lah, tak boleh bangun malam. Sedangkan that is also a ibadah in Ramadan, that if you doing tadabbur, you reflect enough, you would find a piece of yourself yang perlu ditunaikan haknya.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a beautiful, and it's so happy that you finally found yourself di dalam proses you belajar tadabbur itself, right? Okay. Bila dah selalu buat macam bila kita proses kita belajar ni, first kita start dengan kita tak tahu, and then kita start to macam I want to know more. This is interesting. This is banyaklah persoalan-persoalan, right, yang keluar. So who were the key people or teacher yang shape Aemeyra the way that you understand and reflect Quran today?
So through that online sisterhood yang I sign up to, it's like a yearly subscription. So dah masa setahun tu, my intention was nak join Ramadan program je. So rupanya they have like a weekly classes every Sunday. They have a teacher. Sometimes it's just sisterhood gathering. So we just share discussion, something like that. Tapi bila ada teacher tu akan often ada tema lah, macam okay, this time kita nak cakap pasal who is the muhsinin, contoh. So the next one is pasal, we'll talk about all about solat, so the meaning behind solat, and then there's a doa in the Quran. So that weekly classes tu build up macam my perspective and understanding of the Quran, especially because it's a sisterhood. The teachers also are not mostly, all of the teachers in that yang I attend to memang perempuan. So the problem that we try to see angle from womanhood lah. Single nak kahwin, or yang baru nak kahwin, looking for children, so or struggling in marriage, career balance. So macam a very, very womanly problem.
Betul.
So and then we get a teacher yang faham, and also trying to, actually in the Quran it says things like that, because sometimes when you see in like more in the outside world, the teacher is often male perspective. So kan the male lens of Quran. So kadang kita tahu asal woman tak boleh relate, macam aku tak faham masalah perempuan, emotion kita, and our struggle nak, I want career too, but I want to become stay-at-home mom. So the teachers, it's helpful to have female teachers or female sisters, because to provide that perspective lah. And then kadang the most important is also some sisters, they share their experience. Oh, I followed the Quran guidance, and then it got me now. Because some of us worried about changes, takut macam, what if we're going to lose financial, or we can't cope financially. But then they will be like, actually I've done it, I followed what the Quran said, what Allah commanded us, and I'm so happy. Like, oh, okay, that is the exhibit we can follow lah.
And more bila the classes tu pun start dengan Quranic teacher yang perempuan tu, kita feel so much relate, because cikgu tu sendiri pun perempuan melalui fasa-fasa yang kita lalui, right? So we feel more safe in that, and I think it's quite a tweet lah, because you were struggling with the motherhood at that time, and then you are looking for something that you can hold to, and then you dapat classes with the sisterhood, with the teachers perempuan semua. I think it's really uplifting.
It is very uplifting.
Right. And more journey, I think you find the sweetness in it lah, right? Throughout the time that you are searching for it. Okay. So when we talk about tadabbur, like you said, banyak juga yang Emira ceritakan tu, fasa-fasa tu banyak started with Ramadan. It's always Ramadan tu dia macam reset. Actually, our soul tu macam, you know what? Semua masa adalah untuk kita punya like the dunia. Ramadan is the time for us. Actually sebenarnya orang kata macam Ramadan tu untuk kita, macam kita ni nak dekat diri dengan Tuhan semua, kita nak rasa macam tu. Tapi more and more I think Ramadan tu is actually for ourselves, to like bangunkan balik jiwa kita, macam basahkan balik dengan all this. Sebenarnya apa yang agama ni suruh, dan betapa manis je benda tu, we can feel through Ramadan. And that's why every Ramadan it's a place where semua orang rasa nak berbuat baik. Sejahat-jahat mana dia, it's always Ramadan that people want to come back to Allah, right? So talking about that, bila kita cakap it's always start with Ramadan, it's tadabbur something that you practice daily, or it's also occur during the peak, like during Ramadan je ke, atau how does it look like in your routine tadabbur?
So I think my tadabbur journey, because it started maybe about 3 years ago now, so it was very like exciting and intense. I decided to like, okay, I'm going to do Quran journaling. So I'm going to do Quran journaling. So I have a notebook, and memang focus on it hari-hari. So it was nearly daily lah when I first started. Lepas tu, it slowed down, not because macam I distant myself, because I got the routine. I realised that sebab the advice that we receive about Quran is first you have to recite and also memahami kan. I rasa macam those have to seiring lah. I struggled with that balance before. Macam before ni, kau nak tadabbur je bila nak baca. Sebab nak dengar podcast, nak dengar teachers, nak di classes. So bila masa nak bacanya, nak try khatam, at least orang kata khatam at least twice a year lah, some advice kan. Bila masa nak buat kan. So I learned that benda tu kena seiring. And then tadabbur tu, Quran journaling tu macam tu, one ayat pun tak apa. And then I found my Quran Gathering punya twice a week, a sisterhood kan. So that is like my consistency anchor lah. So I know that Monday and Thursday I ada meeting dengan orang. So before that or that morning, I dah kena prepare something. So that I kena make notes ke, make slide ke, dengar-dengar video. So that automatically twice a week I will be doing that. So other than that, it's extra lah. And my Quran recitation is I try to do it like every morning because it's easiest.
Like
and
after subuh? Like that?
Mostly after subuh or Zohor because my kids are in school.
Okay.
So that's the quietest time.
Okay.
So then I can tackle both. So it was like, I think faham je mula-mula when you first start your hijrah, you're excited. Semua benda nak buat. Nak sign up semua kelas.
Every single time.
Nak beli semua buku. But Alhamdulillah, I think I tackled the core, like macam the important surah first. Surah Al-Mulk, Surah Kahf, and Yasin. I've done all the like...
Three cools.
Three cools. So Al-Fatihah. So I think those are the one that you are sunnah kan kena practice. Yang lain now, I think tinggal yang macam the big like Baqarah tu macam forever. It's okay.
The longest surah pun kan.
But sometimes lah macam because I've always been very hyperproductive kan. And I think Baqarah tu ada 200 lebih ayat. I think 200 a day, 200 days I boleh finish. Tapi tak boleh macam tu. You cannot apply the same mindset. You have to slowly dive deeper and take your time thinking about it. So I realised that nak tadabbur the entire Quran 6,000 words tu, I pernah calculate kot before berapa tahun I boleh finish.
MasyaAllah.
If it's like one ayat per day. And turn out, you know what, this is a lifelong journey. I've accepted that and it's okay. Sometimes you go back to the same ayat yang you dah pernah tadabbur before, you find different things.
Yes, a new perspective every single time, right?
Exactly. I tak pernah rasa macam bosan dengan ini dah baca dah itu. Cuma I'll always find something else.
Betul. It's always a new perspective. And I really like lah your key takeaway just now yang bila kita nak start dengan tadabbur ni, start with the simple surah. And surah yang kita memang nak guna setiap hari. Right? Macam kalau kita kat rumah, perempuan solat sendiri tu, kita tahu dah memang 3 kul tu, it's always on the surah, solat wajib tu kan.
Exactly.
So Al-Fatihah pun berapa banyak kali kita ulang dalam waktu solat kita. So start with that first, and then Yasin, and then Al-Mulk. Okay? So you guys, you can start your tadabbur with at least that kind of surah dulu. Macam tu. Sebab tu memang benda kita nak guna hari-harian lah. And okay, now I'm interested with, tadi Aemeyra banyak cakap your sisterhood gathering.
Okay.
It's called Qur'an Gathering, is it?
Qur'an Gathering.
Qur'an Gathering. Okay. So at what point Aemeyra started to feel like, because this is like, kira nak kata fasa hijrah tu baru 3 tahun kan. Macam mana from your own reflection, it turns to this sisterhood gathering?
Okay. It started with like, lepas I dah start my own personal journey tu, I suka share apa yang I baca, apa yang I dengar dekat Instagram.
Okay.
Macam tak kat story ke, buat post ke, macam tu. It's basically my own notes lah, sebab I nak ingat balik apa kan, I nak letak sources, cari balik. And then I think they attract following. Lepas tu I gain some people yang memang rajin akan komen macam, oh I love what you shared, nak repost, macam diorang akan DM macam tu lah, simple-simple je. So lama-lama dia become dah familiar tau, macam dah tahu dah yang ni that person, yang ni that person, walaupun nama tak tahu nama betul. Lepas tu one day that person, ada orang macam randomly tanya, are you not doing any circle? And I macam, I tak ada buat. Tapi it's a good idea. Lepas tu letak je lah kat story. Macam okay, I nak buat lah Quran sisterhood where we recite and then we reflect together. Macam Ramadan yang I buat dengan another sisterhood tu. Tapi ni more everyday lah. Bukan everyday, like every week lah macam tu. So that is a consistency for me and maybe we can build friendship macam tu. And then but at first only 2 people like macam okay I'll join. I macam malu gila.
MasyaAllah, just you start with 2 people.
Macam my first call is like introductory ice breaking tu. It was only 3 of us in the call. I still remember that and I'm still thankful to these 2 ladies. Because if they didn't sign up or they didn't say yes to this, I wouldn't do the second one.
Betul.
So the second one we have like maybe 6. And then more and more. And now we consistently have at least 15 people.
MasyaAllah.
Paling. So Alhamdulillah. So that's how it started.
Alright, so now we are talking about our sister Quranic Gathering, right? So started dengan this orang yang follow Aemeyra lah, tanya you tak nak buat sister gathering ke apa ke. So like you said, you start with dengan 3 orang je kat dalam tu, and now it's growing and growing. So it's sort of your own initiative lah nak buat benda tu. If you can share, dah berapa lama dah Quranic Sisters ni been going on?
I think it's about 2 years or less than that. I think I still remember it was around August
Yeah.
2020. Sekejap, 2024. Kot. Dah confused tahun. Yeah,
2024.
2024.
This is 2026. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
2 years
So
back.
we remember because kita orang baru khatam 2 kali.
Okay.
So 2 round around the Quran. Macam tu.
Oh.
Two rounds around the sun is 2 round around the Quran.
Okay.
Yeah. So about 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. So it's growing and expanding.
It seems like it. Yeah. Tapi itulah macam with having this kind of like, because I rasa I'm still like a normal person tau. I macam I tak ada formal qualifications. So aku takut nak macam go big. So I takut orang salah faham yang macam I ni teacher. The intention is like kita sister lepas macam mana borak-borak Quran macam tu. And the main point is reflection, bukan teaching.
Yes.
I will always disclaimer dalam I punya presentation tu, ni info I dapat daripada macam ustaz ni, dia my teacher. I gabung-gabungkan tak dalam slide. So then all the other ladies pun also do the same. Dia akan share apa yang dia belajar daripada kelas from mana-mana dia pernah pergi ke. So it's basically sharing that. So yeah, it's growing. Alhamdulillah, we've made some solid friendship too. Despite me being all the way there.
It made out from the WhatsApp group.
Yeah. The group come out from the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Made it out there. Alhamdulillah.
When you said just now, Aemeyra ada macam ni macam bila cakap it's macam organically growing. Ada bayangan macam nak dia makin ramai ke, or you actually suka lagi dia intimate?
I think for comfort, intimate is better. Yeah. And I always tell them, you know what, if you come here and you find benefit from this and you feel like you want to start your own, go and do it. Because I think even for the sisters, I think for us women, when you have close group and you know each other intimately, it's easy for you to open up.
Yes.
Because I can see that when the calls is too big, tak ramai yang volunteer nak cakap. I think it's natural for us. Macam kita rasa boleh ke kita percaya pasal siapa kat sini.
Betul.
And then I also really respect their privacy too. Macam kalau kita macam maybe 5 of us are very close, kita start talking about our private kan. I don't want macam tiba-tiba random yang datang sekali dua, suddenly macam know this. So I kata like, just be aware that, you know, when you share something, your stories, please keep it private between us. Respect the sisters. Jangan start share kat someone else. Get to know each other.
Because you said it's a reflection, sisterhood reflection, rather than it's not about the itu bukan kelas untuk mengajar, tapi untuk reflect, right? So it's very important sebenarnya untuk people share to get different point of views kan di dalam sharing tu. And Aemeyra also point out that you're not a teacher, but when I'm reading your background, it seems like you are now studying about Quranic, ulum Al-Azhar. If you don't mind, can you share a bit? What is it all about? Is that something that benda you nak tambah for yourself or for the sister gathering ke?
So I think that's something that I start for myself first, because I nak improve my recitation. So the Quranic Gathering is for half recitation. So Alhamdulillah, my teacher is like Arabic speaker. So then I sometimes dia akan cerita lah, ni my favourite verse. Macam when I stumble ke, actually that's my favourite verse. Lepas tu dia, Ustazah share with me why. So nanti dia cerita lah dia punya reflection. So I macam copy. So I'm also learning Arabic from her. She will tell me certain words, termasuk dia apa. Kadang I have question, I go and ask her because we have chat.
It sounds so fun.
Yeah, tapi the main intention is recitation. Tapi I got so many things from her, so she's really nice. So that's the beginning lah. So I hope to do more, but right now I have so many on my plate. So macam I takut nak take up too many things nanti tak terbawa.
One thing at one time lah. Right? So as you're doing this, right, what is you think the biggest challenge you face building Quranic gathering ni, especially on the early days? Probably on the early days, kesusahan dia lain. These days, bila dah ada ilmu sikit, dah dapat sharing sikit, attend classes, building a community, difference pun dah lain. If you can share.
So I think the beginning is more to overcome your own fear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Because you have to share.
yeah, I have to share and I have to promote myself. Like, datang like join Aemeyra, like, who are you to do
doing
this?
the marketing?
Yeah, like, oh my god, this is so not me. Like, I tak nak over promote myself. Tapi somehow, if you want sisters to join, they need to. I have to post every twice a week. I kena come and join me, come and join me.
Yeah.
So it's just scary like juga at first. I think first is overcoming fear. Then also fear because can people trust me? Can people? I think sebab I also have this fear people macam, who are you to teach? Your tajwid pun terabur lagi, macam tu lah. So people doubt my credibility.
Yeah.
And then after now is more to showing up. My struggle is like, what if I have no mood? So who can take over? Macam who can fill in my spot if let's say I am not in the mood at all. Tapi alhamdulillah, because it's been nearly 2 years, solid friendship. I know that I can trust my girls.
Yes.
And that's like, because in January this year, busy sangat dengan book promotion. I cannot commit to producing my own slides.
Okay.
So I cakap lah, 5 volunteers please. Can you just come up with any topic you like and share it? So alhamdulillah, it free up my time so that I can focus on doing live lah, webinar, itu semua. So I feel so grateful that from starting as something yang macam nak baca-baca Quran together, now I have friends that I can rely on when I really need it. And then sometimes ada je some of them yang macam, I cakap lah, I seriously, we all have our mood kan. I tak rasa feel lah nak share apa-apa. I feel like macam, I pun struggle with my own tadabbur kan. Macam mana I nak share ke orang? So macam, there will be people who supporting me. It's okay. Sometimes you don't have to say lots. Just, impromptu je. Ad hoc sharing je. So, I got that kind of support as well. So they understand that, they don't look up to me macam, she has to be present all the time.
Yes.
So now it's more like a friendship.
Yes.
That's what I love. I feel so happy that within 2 years, you can have this. Alhamdulillah, I'm so happy.
MasyaAllah. Just couldn't imagine how, kalau kat dunia je kita rasa macam tu, nanti kat syurga nanti macam mana, right? You meet all the sisters. Macam tu. And then, I think macam yang lagi best bila you cakap, when you unable to maksudnya doing the slides, you ada your sisters yang akan tolong buat the slide, 5 volunteer tu kan. I remember whether this is a hadith or Quranic verse that saying that the closest friends to you, 5 closest friends to you adalah macam mana kita membentuk diri kita. Right? So I think this is also building character you. Selama you mendalami tadabbur ni, and you building this community as well, right?
Exactly. I do feel like I learn a lot from all the different sisters because everyone has different personality. But there's one, the sister said that, what she said? She said, I do not even know Emira's full name and date of birth. But I feel like I already known her. So I was like, that's exactly how I feel about this sisterhood. That we are bonded by Qur'an. And also another sister said the fact that it's quite global because we have UK, from India, from Canada. Our friendship is like all over the place. And she said something like, the fact that we all here from different corners of the world sit here in front of the computer because we love the Quran, that is meant to be.
MasyaAllah.
Because normally we make friends when we go to work or we go to school, right? So this is a different type of friendship. So macam, this is meant to be.
To Jannah we go.
InsyaAllah,
Yes. And for those out there who wanted to know about this Quranic Sisters Gathering, is it open to public? Do they have like to subscribe, or what kind of model that you are having?
So it's free. So I always post up the link. So it's for everybody who wants to join. There's no commitment. Cuma I also do recording, as I said, because the reflections can be quite private. So I put like a paywall to it. It's just that those who commit will, I don't want it to be all over the world. Sometimes I don't want cerita pasal marriage ke, tak nak lah tu keluar kan, orang nanti orang tahu siapa. So it's to cover their dignity lah. So those who want to commit to the recording, then there's a subscription fee for it.
So when we talk about the struggles or the challenges that you've been through having this Quranic Sister Gathering, and it's purely comes daripada apa ni, you feel sangat suka buat tadabbur tu, you building community, right? Of course, mesti ada special moment you dengan these sisters. If you could pick one memorable or touching moment for you, what is it? When
Touching
doing
moment.
the Quranic Sister Gathering.
Okay, I think we had so many. We had so many cry sessions.
Faham tak semua girls kan?
Semua hati lembut,
Yeah.
semua introvert, semua macam INFP, INFJ, semua macam semua feeling.
I ada J, ada P.
I think the most memorable was we had end of year journaling session. And so I asked them to reflect on where were you last year in 2024 and where you are now in 2025. And then some of the sisters said, you know what, 2024, that was when I first started Quran journaling, Quran gathering. I was in whatever situation that they were in, that led them to search for sisterhood. And they found Quran gathering. And then a year later, they explained to the whole group lah, macam, oh, this is where I am right now. Things has so much improved. And I'm so happy for them. Like, some of them find jobs. Some of them got pregnant. Some of them go through like some kind of like mental health issues and then have learning to improve from it. So macam, wow. And then the fact that we are here all strangers, you trust us with this information, and also happy to see that we are all growing together with the strength of the Quran. That's so happy lah. I think in that, and for some reason that day we only have 12 people in the call. Because tak tahu kenapa ramai gila tak datang kan. Macam ada hal macam I think it's end of year, so ramai yang macam sekolah lah, apa semua kan. So macam the fact that it was so intimate is just meant to be. Memang semua kan macam eyeball dia. Memang it's meant for crying.
Bengkak lah mata.
So that was the most paling memorable lah, because it just happened a few months ago.
And also how that juga memberi satisfaction dekat Emira. How much this actually the work of tadabbur that you have done. You building this sister, and how this yang best tu kerana it's always relate back to God in our religion, and how it strengthened our belief, our faith. And more macam bila kita tadabbur ni, tadabbur 3 tahun lepas on the same verse would be different when kita tadabbur lagi 3 tahun ke depan atau 5 tahun ke depan. And also it's grow us to become a different person, a better person, dan juga our relationship dengan Allah tu macam lagi bertambah baik, bertambah bagus. And then we start to see things differently and appreciate things that happen around us. Macam orang cakap, bila kita start tadabbur ni, kita rasa macam seburuk-buruk perkara yang berlaku, dia tak pernah rasa buruk, because it's happen because of Allah wills, and because of kita tahu betapa kindnya Allah to give us all this sort of challenge. I think I need to sign up.
You have to come and join us and see for yourself. There's tak ada commitment pun. Macam people come and go, and then and we totally understand that life happens too. So as we go through, tadi kan kita dah cerita juga the process that happened dalam this Sister Gathering. Of course, if you can like share with us, how does this tadabbur actually change your life? Tadi kita dah cerita perspektif in your Quran tadabbur, but now back to yourself, on your emotionally, spiritually, and even your daily decisions. I think tadabbur tu macam bila the more you reflect in the Quran, you realise that memang Allah knows us so well. The advice tu memang macam ikut fitrah kita lah. It makes me, how it changes me is like, I first have to, when I make decision or I want to discuss something, I have to think about what would Allah want me to do first. Macam yes, sometimes we need human advice.
Betul.
Tapi I can take it macam, is there Allah in this advice too? Or is just dunia je?
If I can add, it's like bila kita buat istikharah, right?
Yeah.
We always ask Allah punya guidance, but before doing istikharah, actually we need to do the istisharah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Istisharah, it's asking people around us. But istikharah is for Allah. It's like you dah ambil accountability, maksudnya you dah tengok boleh ke tak boleh, you dah tanya kawan-kawan you, and then you ask Allah, I nak buat benda ni, boleh tak? Please guide me.
Yeah.
So whatever that comes to, it feel sorted dah.
Yeah.
Right?
Betul. Yeah.
If you want to continue more.
So that's one thing. And also, as you said lah, macam I rasa life ni memang macam mana, before ni I ingatkan life with the Quran, that means you akan happy sentiasa. Macam bahagia selamanya. Okay, forever after.
Yeah.
Tapi rupanya bukan nak takutkan orang. It's just that challenges tu still come.
Yeah.
Tapi I rasa you will realise that the strength that comes with it too
InsyaAllah.
jadi lain. Macam kalau benda, bila fikir balik kan, when I suka habit of look at my journal that zaman dulu.
Yeah.
Macam dulu macam, when I cry over this,
Yeah.
and now this time I have a bigger problem. Macam let's say dulu sedih sebab tayar pancit.
Yes.
And now like, not the time the whole car broke down.
Yes. No worries.
I'm like, no worries. It's okay. And then you will start to notice that macam mana Allah's help to come.
Yes.
I realize that, dulu marah-marah. Macam, kenapa macam ni? Kenapa Allah buat macam ni kat kita? Macam tu. But now, I start to say, okay, calm down. And suddenly, you start to notice that, there's a man datang bagi nasihat. Or bagi contact. Macam, mercy Allah. Macam, tiba-tiba redup. Mercy Allah. Macam, yes, life is not completely happy. Tapi challenges come. You start to notice macam ada like, mercy Allah comes in different ways and different form and shape. That's what me feel so happy. Yang macam rasa, so nak explain kat orang lain. Rasa macam you have to go through the journey yourself.
Yes.
And you experience it.
Yes.
So nanti orang kata macam, you ni delulu macam,
Yeah.
But delulu, I'm so happy.
Delulu is the solulu. Yes. Ada macam orang cakap, kalau kat Malaysia ni orang cakap kemanisan iman.
Yeah.
Macam tu. Okay, I got it. As kita tadi dah share kan pasal benda tu, you also describe in this book that you are saying like, Quran, it's both your guidance, huda, and healing, syifa. Okay, have you actually personally experienced both of it throughout your journey doing tadabbur?
Yeah, I think the guidance and healing too macam is almost like the same because the guidance is the healing comes to me personally how I feel it. The healing comes when you follow the guidance. So macam let's say when you have a decision to make, the fact that I'm now following the guidance, I'm making the decision based on the guidance. It healed me from maybe my own expectation or people's disappointment, people punya maybe, or maybe the result is not what I intended or what I wanted. Tapi because I'm following the guidance, macam this is what I dah follow apa yang Allah nak, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm at
ease, and this is what the result that Allah give me. So there must be good in it.
Yes.
So the healing and the guidance to me come together. Macam it's hard for me to separate this.
Yes.
Sebab it's actually both. Because the healing is like knowing that takkan susah lah confirmnya macam I'm following what Allah wants me aja. Yeah. So unless I'm not doing it right, then Allah will guide me back.
Yes. And it's always a constant effort juga untuk kita minta always untuk Allah guide us to the straight path tu kan. Tu benda yang kita, itulah bila kita doing the tadabbur, baca Al-Fatihah ni tiap kali kita solat, berapa kali kan, kita solat setiap hari baca Al-Fatihah. It's always di dalam verse tu saying that guide us to the straight path. Kita minta sebenarnya, kita merintih marahi minta. And because of that, like Emira said just now, it's you heal through the guidance that you get. Dan bila kita borak tadi punya, despite of whatever happened, your car broke down ke, tapi as long as kita tahu bahawa Allah would replace it with something else. Allah would give something bigger from this lesson kan. Kalau you macam patah hati ke apa ke, it's always that Allah want to lead you to something bigger. It's never something lesser.
Never. I think, how do I say this? Betul? Macam, I think the last year, 2025 ni, while in the process of writing the book, banyak benda lah jadi macam there was a lot of different things yang macam I was working on, tapi I have to work on the book. The fact that I get to be here in Malaysia right now is because other things have to be on pause for the book to come out, for me to be able to be here. And then in hindsight thinking balik kan, macam betul lah, there are things that I tengah tunggu untuk jadi, tapi Allah kata buku ni kena jadi dulu, baru benda lain boleh datang. So macam I was frustrated like other things lah. Tapi itulah macam, and I was wondering macam nak balik Malaysia sebulan nak buat tu, and with I also tengah work on different jobs juga. Macam mana benda ni semua nak align and I realised now sitting here, Allah yang aturkan semua tu. Macam all those like the frustration and the confusion, sebenarnya macam tak payah risau, Allah dah susun atur.
Yes, I sorted it for you, right?
Yeah.
InsyaAllah.
Yeah.
Sebab lah kita dengar. Okay. It's also a humble journey lah. Kan? When you say that you have to work on this, you have to post that. And Allah always macam apa yang kita doa hari-hari tu, itu yang Allah akan jalankan. Kita dekat dengan benda tu, right? So when doing a tadabbur, like Aemeyra said, you sendiri daripada background different background lah, maksudnya bukan background Islamic agama ni yang belajar agama ke, tapi belajar tentang medicine, and then you start to like doing tadabburs, and now you delve into mempelajari dengan lebih baik tentang agama tu sendiri. You taking the professional classes as well. Probably this is not macam mana untuk orang dekat luar sana, probably they think about macam mana nak buat benda ni, is this even possible?
It is possible for everyone. The thing is, you don't have to put yourself in a template. Macam tu. Okay, technically, macam mana, orang akan rasa, for me to go to Islamic classes, kena ada duit. Kena bayar classes, yuran lah, apa semua. When you are busy as a stay-home mom, you won't have time nak fokus dengan classes. Anak nangis lah, nak kena masak lah, apa semua. But the thing is, that is an excuse that you give to yourself. That's what I realised about myself too. Macam nak tunggu 40, nak tunggu anak besar. Why? Why can't I just do it when the kid is actually baby? Sebenarnya tak ada masalah pun. And and then the fact that I can learn together. So don't put yourself in a template that to do learning the Quran, it has to be like this. It has to be in a class. It has to be through. You have to register Islamic courses. Actually, if you commit to yourself, maybe mulai hari ni I nak binge maybe one podcast a day, or Imam Sulaiman can always produce something one of his content per day, and I'm gonna reflect on whatever he said. Dah cukup dah. It's free. Everyone has access to internet. And now there's so many TikTok live.
Yes.
That is literally no excuse. Kalau let's say you stay home mom, tak ada duit macam. So don't put yourself in a box saying that to learn to start the journey, it has to be in this conducive. That is worldly perspective to success. So sebenarnya success is just start. Just start. Just do it.
I also remember these sayings like, if that day you felt very lazy to solat, you just get up and solat.
Exactly.
It's similarly like what you say. If you say that you put such a timeline, 40 baru kita nak berubah, because tunggu anak I dah 5 tahun baru I nak go enroll to classes. Whenever that you have that fikiran untuk meletakkan timeline, at that right time, actually you need to do the action of doing.
Exactly.
Terus buat, kan? So that kita pun sendiri rasa that we have to work very hard to make it possible, right? Tapi macam bila Aemeyra share tadi, because it's been 3 years kan, Aemeyra melalui fasa dwell dengan tadabbur semua kan. Does that how you think juga pada fasa dulu waktu Aemeyra tak ada tadabbur?
I think pre-tadabbur, I was a lot more hard on myself. Macam tu lah, macam nak ada perfection. It's either all or nothing. Kalau I nak join ni, I can make sure macam that sisterhood, I delay nak register. Macam, kalau I masuk, nanti dah bayar tak commit. Ada anak, macam mana?
Kan? It should come hand in hand lah.
So, sebenarnya, macam, consistency doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be full attendance. And it's fine if you tak dapat duduk and dengar the class. Maybe you just dengar headphone sambil masak ke.
Yes.
Kan, there is recording. You can always catch up. Itulah. Me before is like I have to either do it perfectly or I cannot start. No. Before I belajar Arabic, I tak boleh baca Qur'an macam tu. Tak boleh belajar the tadabbur semua. So that's the condition that I put on myself. And I think a lot of people can relate to.
Betul.
Kan? Macam nantilah tunggu anak besar dulu, boleh duduk and fokus, baru start. Macam no.
Even for the single ladies out there lah.
Kan? Kahwin dulu.
Macam nanti I betul-betul akan macam menjadi isteri yang solehah. No, building a solehah before you even marry.
Exactly.
Yeah, right? And then macam starting to do something, it's kadang-kadang kita busy dengan kerja lah. We don't have time. Actually, kalau you have time to work, you also have time for Allah.
Yeah.
Right? That's
betul.
even bigger, kan?
Yeah.
Tak apa, kita, I mean like in this month of Ramadan, if this is our starting point, nak learn tadabbur, it should be, you can take this as you punya the baby step or the first step lah. Macam tu. Kalau ini adalah bulan tahun kedua, you really macam, as I reflect, right, Emira, I think macam, I just go through, sebenarnya I rasa I baru melalui 4 tahun Ramadan. What does that mean? I sebab. What does that mean? It means like I baru-baru memanai masuk Ramadan tu for this 4 years.
4 years. Yeah.
So macam, apa maksudnya? Maksudnya kita tahulah masuk Ramadan tu kena macam mendalami apa yang kita kena be friend with the Qur'an. Lepas tu kita nak perform for ibadah for ourselves. Kita ni nak dapatkan ibadah ni that benda tu lah yang kita nanti nak minta ke Allah waktu kat akhirat.
Exactly. Yes.
So, as I reflect, sebelum ni kita entering Ramadan, because it's just an ibadah. Ibadah that we constantly need to do every month as a practicing Muslim can buat. Tapi memanai tu, I think it's memanai ibadah tu sendiri, memanai tadabbur tu. Even so pun, I rasa macam, I nak tahulah kalau before this kan, bila masuk Ramadan orang cakap pahala tu kena ada, so kena zikir 100 kali ke 1000 kali. But these past few weeks, what I started to do is, what is the meaning of zikir? Sebenarnya zikir ni untuk apa? What kind of zikir that actually yang you kena sebut sebenarnya? So I think more and more doing the tadabbur itself, build yourself to actually knowing to know more about you and about the religion itself.
Exactly.
Right?
Betul. Before ni pun ada problem dengan zikir juga. Saya macam, I tak faham maksud zikir. Which one first? Alhamdulillah dulu ke subhanallah?
Yes.
And I realised it's actually whatever that you like.
Just go with it. And baca kan? And faham makna tu.
Yang
lagi important. Betul? Selalu macam, kena start dengan Alhamdulillah ke kena dengan this one? Subhanallah, which one kan? Tapi sebenarnya just start. Macam tu. There's no rules on it.
I think you have to start like macam start blindly. Macam you buat je, asalkan tak mensyirikkan to me.
Yes.
Asalkan tak mensyirikkan, it's okay to start. And the fact that you start, it will open up doors to more understanding. So I perasan macam bila I buat je, I jumpa kelas. Macam, kelas ni cakap pasal zikir lain pula.
Yes.
And then I realize, ada sunnah dia. Then that's how you beautify, you hone your skills and you beautify your ibadah. So kalau you tak start, you can never go anywhere.
Yes. Okay, that's a good takeaway. That's a good takeaway. Just start. I think macam antara benda yang kita can summary a bit tadi adalah, if this is the starting point, kita nak do something, just start. Buat je. Jangan delay, jangan letakkan timeline. Start immediately when you rasa you nak letak timeline. Macam tu. So macam you rasa you nak buat esok je, buat hari ni. Macam tu. Macam saying no to the syaitan. No, I'm gonna start today. Macam tu kan. And then macam Emira cakap tu pula, it's just selagi meletak syirik Allah, you do what you rasa you nak perform for Allah. Because ini adalah antara kita dengan Allah. This practice juga. Dan juga macam mana kita memang niatnya tu memang the niat is for us to rasa the closeness. Right? So talking about that, of course you have your favorite verse from the Qur'an. If you could share one or two.
My favorite verse is so hard because I'm learning new ones.
Yeah. You can take a look from your book.
Okay, let me just find on my book or phone.
Book or phone? Which one? Probably book lah. Because everyone want to read the book, right?
This one. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm biased a bit because there's some pages that I sangat more inclined towards.
Okay.
Banyak lah. Macam mana nak pilih ni? Susah lah.
Pilih dua the two yang you paling suka.
Okay, let me just pick this chapter 8.
Okay.
So the verse here is Surah An-Nisa, verse 28. Okay, so I read the translation.
Alright.
Okay. So, and it is Allah's will to lighten your burdens, for humankind was created weak. You tahu tak, for us all, macam we always thought that you are strong, you can do it, you can be at the top of the world, and then I realised actually dengan Allah ni kita weaken je jadi baby. Macam tu, macam it's okay to
manja je.
Manja je. Macam I can't do it. Tapi cry dekat Allah lah.
Yes.
Cry to you.
Yes.
So to me, it just because all this while I have to be the strong woman, I have to be that career woman, I have to be that that doctor, that successful female doctor, working abroad. You know, as Asian working abroad, you have to live up to this level of some expectation. Even because I'm small and petite, orang akan rasa you too young to be a doctor. And I was like, no, I'm strong. Macam tu. I'm a good doctor. So you always have to prove yourself. But with Allah, like I can't do it. Like I'm sad. They minimize or they look at me as if I'm small. But it's okay to do that with Allah.
Betul.
So macam rasa tak perlu nak strong dah. Macam you can appear strong, confident for your professional reason, for your children, for your family. But you know that you can. I've always have this spot where I can always go back and be baby again.
Only with Allah, right? And I think I also highlighted here, Allah does not expect lasting perfection. Instead, He looked at intention, sincere effort, and the willingness to try again even after failing. Right? So it's written here in the book, guys. Okay, if you have one, you can turn to page 71. Alright, so sedih juga sebab dah nak habis dah actually. So this is probably the final question for Aemeyra. Okay. If you yelah macam tadi kita dah cakap daripada awal kan, probably for some this is a new thing for them, tadabbur is a new thing, nak mendekatkan diri dengan Quran is a new thing, and it's often felt overwhelmed kan, because you sentiasa rasa kena buat benda yang banyak ni, all or nothing, right? So if you could give one simple advice to someone who want to start tadabbur but feel overwhelmed, what would you suggest?
Okay, I think my general advice is obviously number one is question yourself. You're overwhelmed sebab apa? Macam is it the Arabic ke? Is it because it's a lot? Is it because you rasa you are sinful, you tak deserve? But all of that overwhelming reason that you have, dia ada explanation, ada comfort, ada invitation dalam Quran tu. Macam Allah akan kata everyone is welcome, kan, macam tu kan. So don't worry about that. So if you overwhelmed because of your routine, then you have to realize that you can only do small pun tak apa. Like Allah wouldn't dismiss even a smallest deed, even it's the size of an atom. Size of an atom tak nampak pun. Tapi Allah kata Allah nampak deed tu. Berapa hari ni nak cakap pasal cool je. Nak tadi cool je. Tak mampu cool Allah wahad. Pun tak apa. Macam just tell yourself that Allah sees even the small that you do. So start small. And then just start. Go on free online classes first. Find a friend is the best lah, macam tu sebenarnya. Sebab kawan tu bila sama-sama, it becomes easier and you become macam accountability buddy. So and then dia akan try to counter, because kadang kita banyak was-wasal tau, kita banyak negative thinking, rasa macam penat lah, tak boleh lah. But kawan tu akan drag kita balik daripada perasaan-perasaan yang macam tak nak buat dah macam tu. So tell somebody, one person maybe, I'm going to start a Quran journey. That
one is for the one that have, if they felt overwhelmed, how to start, right? Probably you have like the final piece for our sisters out there, or brother that listening to this podcast, a bit about how should you find yourself in this journey of tadabbur and during doing the Quranic reflections.
I think to my final words for the sisters and also brothers, if you're watching, is reflection will give you, will direct you to the fruits of the verses. So it's okay to recite, it's fine, Tapi bila you just spend maybe extra 5 minutes just reflecting, just thinking about the verse, you will get the sweetness of it. It's like you have a fruit. When you hold it, it's nice and sweet. But when you peel it, then you get to the juices of it. So macam when tadabbur tu will give you that whole experience. So and it requires time. So be patient with your journey dengan Quran. Be patient juga. Macam sometimes you takkan dapat betul in one go. Try again tomorrow. And you never know, maybe suddenly esok lalu satu kat feed. Macam, oh pasal verse yang kita baca semalam tadi.
Yes.
But Islam is like a religion of action. You won't get it until you start. Until you move a limb. Macam tu lah. So yeah, be patient, start, and enjoy the sweetness of our deen, inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah. Okay, I think that's the wrap up of our today's session. Thank you so much, Aemeyra, for today's session. I think I enjoy. I don't know whether you enjoy
I
it.
enjoy talking about it. I love this is something that I'm passionate about. Semalam we were at the book signing with Ustaz Khobaib, and then she was mentioning something like, oh, it's nice to have that bridge because practicality lah, realizing that sebenarnya as if you go to classes, ustazah akan ajar something yang high level kan.
Yes.
And I think this kind of when you have sisterhood or gathering, it talks more about practicality and more like our journey.
Yes.
So inshallah, I'm so passionate about this. I hope everyone also start their Quran journey and enjoy it too.
All right. So thank you so much for today's section. So I hope this buku boleh reach a lot more audience out there. For you guys who haven't had this book yet, please get yours. Daily Quranic Reflection from Emira. So probably this is the start of your tadabbur journey. And all is well, inshallah. And until our next session in podcast Borak Buku Iman. See you guys.